Well, flat tires, forest fires, and a host of other circumstances have kept me out of the wilderness for a bit, but the skies have since cleared, I've loaded up my gear, and I'm headed back out in the country. There's something about sleeping in weird places that I oddly can't get enough of. I'm always looking for cool places to park my truck or hang my hammock for the night, and don't get me wrong, I enjoy sleeping in my own bed like any normal person would. It's just that it doesn't provide that thrill that comes with sleeping somewhere that's new and unpredictable. Hitching a ride on the old high-performance inner tube. I'm gonna stash this puppy right here, and hopefully when I come back tomorrow it'll still be here so I can use it then too. So, nobody really comes up this trail ever. It's a pretty secluded place and there's not easy access to get here. And it's not really a trail, it's more just rock scrambling and walking up a creek than anything. Been going up this creek for about 20 minutes now. The spot I have in mind is roughly an hour up, so got a bit more ahead of me, but getting closer. Alright, well, this is the spot that I had in mind. It's got a good set of trees that I can tie my tent down to. Plus, the trail beyond this point gets quite a bit more difficult, and considering it's going to take me a while to set this tent up, I figured it's best just to set it up right here. Plus, this place isn't so bad. Alright, got the tent all set up and tightened down. I had to come up that cliffside over there to tighten down the far side ratchet. That's the one I actually used to actually lift up the tent. So, really no plan here. I'm just going to clip myself in and try to make my way into the tent. Moment of truth here. So I'm just extending my tether so that I have enough slack to crawl further into the tent. Alright, so definitely not easy to get up here, but if I plan things out right, I should only have to do that one more time. I'm not actually inside the tent right now. I have dirty shoes on and stuff, so I don't want to get it all messy before I sleep in it. So, as far as getting down from this thing, pulling myself back up the orange rope doesn't seem like a great idea. Alright, well, this looked like the best option to get down. It's not very deep, but my tether should catch me about waist deep in the water anyways. Okay, well, it's been a success to this point. The only thing I'm worried about is later tonight getting back in there with my sleeping bag. If I were to accidentally drop my sleeping bag or even myself in the water, that could be pretty bad, especially considering it's supposed to be in the 30s tonight. So I generally always bring a fishing pole with me on these trips, and I have a little fly rod with me right now, but I've been keeping an eye out for little brook trout and stuff. And I haven't really seen anything, just some minnows and other stuff that's not really worth trying to catch. I'm sure there's some brook trout in here, but maybe just a bit further up. Just whipped up a little bit of dinner with a bee right now, and then I'm going to go get set to re-enter that tent. trying to make my way over to the rope so I can pull myself over the tent, but I'm just trying to get over there without having to walk through water. So I've got my sleeping bag carabinered into the rope as well as myself, and I'm just going to kind of push down my sleeping bag as I go down. Alright, well, it wasn't easy, but I've made my way into the tent. I'm still clipped in just in case, but it's not the most stable right now, but you know, we'll see how this goes. So it wasn't the best night of sleep I've ever had, but I did manage. The problem with the way it's set up is the angles of the trees aren't perfect, so I kept sliding down towards the middle of the tent. And also probably could have used a bit more tension on the ratchet straps. But all in all, I didn't fall into the water, so that was good. And plus the sound of the waterfall was pretty relaxing. I'm going to try exiting a different way here. It's like 7 a.m. and it's freezing. And the last thing I want to do right now is drop into the water. Alright, got everything packed up, camp all cleaned out, and then I'm going to start heading down the canyon.
Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't believe a man existed who could not be stopped by it.
Is he a man or a monster?
Back to the animalistic. A monster that lies within each of us. Looks like the word for wild animal.